What it is, Danny X. How you doing, you beautiful motherfuckers? What's up? So I'm on my way back right now from Fayetteville. I just went out there to the grand opening of Bryce Mitchell's new gym, the Fight House, and man, Bryce was cool. I expected him to be cool, but he was even cooler than I expected, to be honest. I got to meet Bryce Mitchell. I met Jake Shields. I didn't get to meet Russell Brand. Now, Bryce and Jake Shields, I was literally the first. I was on their ass as soon as they walked up. I was the first one to go up and talk to them. Bryce came walking up with 3 or 4 of his homies, and I almost didn't recognize him at first because he was in person. He's even goddamn prettier than what he is on the videos. Like, I'm like, that looks kind of like Bryce, but prettier. No, that's got to be Bryce. He's got them chewed up ass ears. That's got to be Bryce. So I had a good, 10-minute conversation with Bryce, which we will get to. I'm going to use this as kind of like the intro, and then I'm going to edit pieces from everything together. And then as soon as Jake Shields pulled up, I heard some of the security guards say, "That's Jake Shields," and I was on it, dude. I got the camera out, and I was the very first one to go up to Jake Shields and talk to him for a little bit. I gave them both my card. I invited them both to my podcast and offered for me to come on to theirs, and they both seemed pretty accepting. Bryce more so. I went and talked to Jake a second time, again, just to kind of like hit it again, and he said, "Yeah, man, just shoot me a message on Instagram and we will get to it." So I'm not sure if he's going to have me on his podcast or if he's going to come on mine. Both would be best. If I had to only pick one, I'd prefer to have him on my podcast, but I would understand if he wants to do it on his, because that's what he does also, is, he podcasts, and so hopefully we can do it both ways. And so Russell Brand gave away like a nice ass fucking Gladiator Jeep, dude. I didn't even know this was happening. I was in the bathroom taking a shower because I was walking around, checking the place out for a little bit, and then I saw that they had a second bathroom with a locker room and a shower and stuff in there, and I haven't had a shower in like a week, so I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go get me a shower up in this motherfucker. So while I was in the shower, I heard people talking about, yeah, Russell Brand's giving away a nice ass Jeep. And I'm like, shit, I need to get out there and put my name in the raffle. But by the time I got out of the shower and got out there was a huge ass crowd standing outside around this Jeep, and I guess he had just given it away to this kind of older lady. And I got footage of all that. And man, you couldn't get close to Russell Brand. He was mobbed by people the entire fucking time. So I didn't get a word in with Russell. Now, if I didn't have the situation I'm riding with, which is my back lights don't work on my car, so I had to get home before it got dark, and I live like 3 hours away. So if I didn't have that going on, I definitely would have hung out and waited and made sure to talk to all of them again. I definitely would have. I got footage of all of them grappling together, because after they did a bunch of meet and greets for a couple hours, they all went and grappled together. Jake Shields and Bryce Mitchell was tag teaming the hell out of Russell Brand, and he was loving it. And I got it on video, motherfuckers. They were teaching him all kinds of shit. And I heard some guys behind me that they must have been the entourage of Russell Brand. They're like, damn, Russell don't usually stay this long. He usually just kind of makes an appearance and does a little bit and bounces, but he must be loving himself. And he was loving getting tag teamed by Jake Shields and Bryce Mitchell. He was loving that shit. Everyone was loving it. Everyone had their cameras out. Like, at certain points, it was even hard to record them because everyone was in the way recording, It was cool, though. It was the nicest fucking fight gym that I've seen personally. And I'm not saying that I've been to all kinds of gyms. I've only been to a handful of them, but that was damn sure the nicest one. There's footage of it. They got a huge grappling area. They got a separate area with a bunch of punching bags hanging up. Then they had a boxing gym. Then it was a huge ass gym, and at the very end of it they had like a sauna. They had their showers and locker room, and they had a top floor that was full of weights, all kinds of nice weights and stuff. So it was definitely a top tier fucking gym. And beautiful gym, y'all, beautiful gym. So I can't make it out there on the regular. It's like 3 hours away, dude. I would love to be able to make it out there, but that's just too far away for me to be going to on a regular basis. Like, I barely had gas. All I had was just the gas to make it there. And I ended up buying some methylene blue. Not meth, motherfuckers. Methylene blue. Listen to the whole thing. It's a real thing. It boosts your ATP in your cells. So the soldiers used to use it as a fungicide, and it all around boosts your health, but you can't take too much of it. It's not a, if a little bit is good, then a lot is better type deal, because if you take too much of it, you can get a toxicity build up from it. It'll make your tongue blue, it'll make your pee blue. It's called methylene blue. Look into it, it's good shit. But I bought some of that. Russell Brand has his own products. He had a table set up outside selling some of his own products, and I should have gave the guy running that thing a card to give to Russell Brand. I didn't think about that until later, then I couldn't find the guy. So it was a great experience, man. On the way home, I got a flat tire, and luckily I pulled off into someone's yard that helped me with it, because like I said, I'm on a time limit here. I got to get home before it gets dark, because I don't have back running lights, and I got all kinds of issues. I can't get pulled over. So I'm kind of in a race to get home right now, because the sun is setting as we speak, but I'm on like the last stretch to get home, so I should make it. Should make it. But so that's that, and I will be dropping footage after this. This is going to be the intro to all that. I just kind of wanted a recap, and I'm going to start with the recap and then get into the raw footage. Man, a fuck ton of people showed up for that. If I had to guess, like 400 people. If I had to guess, yeah, about 400 people must have showed up for that thing. Mark Coleman walked up, and when he walked up, I'm like, I recognized him, and I thought it was Mark Coleman, but I wasn't 100% sure, or else I would have jumped out the fucking car and ran up to him, and I would have been the first one to meet him too. But it looked like him, but he was just smaller. He was both shorter and like not as bulky, but he's older, so he lost some of his bulk, but he's a little bit shorter than what I realized. And also, Jake Shields is a little bit taller than what I thought. And God, Bryce is just cool as shit, dude. Bryce had such good energy. He's just a good ass dude, man. And he said he will absolutely come on my podcast. And then I asked him, I told him he's got a huge ass fan called Dougie out there, Dougie's Corner MMA. He's got his own MMA channel. And he said, yeah, man, I'll have Dougie on my channel too. You just tell him to hit me up. Bryce was so fucking cool, dude. I gave him one of my cards. I'm like, if you ever need some concrete or masonry, hit me up, bro. I'll come right on down there. We'll take care of it. Get her done did for you now. And Bryce said he's going to be making another gym too, closer to home. But that's going to come all out of his pocket and stuff, like, because that gym, that's in Fayetteville. That's like almost 3 hours from him, and it was almost 3 hours from me too. So that's one of the first things I wanted to ask him is, why did you have this gym so far from your house? He's like, well, just kind of a business thing. I got some friends running it, and they did all the work. They got it all set up for me. They just kind of needed my affiliation to help promote it a little bit, pretty much. And he said he will be popping in there any chance he gets. But he said he is also going to be having his own kind of smaller gym closer to where he's at his place. And he'll be bouncing back and forth between the two. And man, he said, I'm going for the fucking gold. He said, I'm getting that goddamn belt. And I believed him when he said it, dude. I believed that he believed it 1,000%. And after meeting him, he's such a good fucking guy. I fucking hope he gets it, dude. He's got all the talent in the world. He's built up his experience in the ring, and I think he can do it, man. So, what's that? 145. So what's that? Volk. I'm pretty sure he's at 145 with Volk. I absolutely think he can take Volk. Yeah, he can take Volk, man. I'm sure he'd love to get a rematch with Ilya. I'm sure he would. I didn't talk to him about that, but I'm sure if I mentioned it, he would say he would love that rematch. But anyway, so this is a little intro, and I just kind of wanted to give an overall evaluation of my experiences, and then I'm going to be dropping the clips from it right after this. I appreciate y'all rolling with me. Stay beautiful, motherfuckers.